Welcome back to another video. Now, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads this week. I know I normally put out videos daily, but I've actually been very ill this week. Had food poisoning from last weekend at Liverpool. I'm amazed I even made that game. I was actually being sick in the car park at Goodison Park, in the Everton car park before the Liverpool v Tottenham match. Pretty much crawled to the game. And yeah, it's been a grim few days since. Not only did we lose, but I've been feeling absolutely awful. So just back to normality now, and funny enough and ironically, back to Goodison Park on Sunday for Tottenham's next away game in the Premier League. Anyway, here are some media rumours, some media stories, and some general Tottenham news over the last few days. The Sun newspaper reported that AC Milan are very keen on landing Serge Aurier in January 2020, when, of course, the January transfer window opens. Apparently, they were offered Serge Aurier by Tottenham in the summer just gone. Didn't happen, but AC Milan are ready to pounce again in January to take the Ivory Coast international off our hands. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments section below. Would you be sad to see Serge Aurier leave Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? In the past 24 hours, our internationals for Argentina, Juan Foyth and Giovanni Lo Celso, have both been named in the latest Argentina squad. Mauricio Pochettino isn't very happy about the inclusion of Giovanni Lo Celso. He actually said this earlier today: being honest, I am not happy, but I accept it. As I always defend the national team and back the decision of the national team. I was a player and I know how it feels to play. I can do nothing, only describe my feelings. Of course, Giovanni Lo Celso, the last time he went off for international duty with Argentina, he got this injury. He was out for a couple of months, only just come back. We are yet to see him start a game for Tottenham. Could he start at Goodison Park on Sunday for Tottenham? Could he be in the starting lineup? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you put him in the starting lineup this weekend? The Tottenham under-23s were in action tonight against Arsenal under-23s. Played at Stevenage Football Club in Premier League 2. Sadly, Spurs under-23s fell to a 3-1 home defeat. But next up for the Spurs under-23s in Premier League 2, we will be playing Everton on the 22nd of November at the Merseyrail Community Stadium. Now, next up for the Spurs under-21 team, we'll be playing away at Gillingham Football Club on the 12th of November, 7 p.m. kickoff, and that one will be in the Leasing.com Trophy at Priestfield Stadium. This week, a table was published, and it was called the Premier League Club Owners' Wealth. Now, the Manchester City owners are the wealthiest out of the Premier League. Of course, we all know that. Their wealth is £23.3 billion. You've then got Roman Abramovich, of course, who owns Chelsea, at £9.6 billion. Then you've got Stan Kroenke, who owns Arsenal, at £6.8 billion. Well, anyway, down the list, you've then got Joe Lewis, who owns Tottenham, at £3.9 billion. Joe Lewis is actually 7th in the published list out of the 20 Premier League clubs. Yesterday, first team Tottenham players Eric Lamela and Harry Winks, alongside Tottenham Hotspur women players Hannah Godfrey and Kit Graham, met fans, signed autograph, posed for photos, and that was at the Tottenham Hotspur Experience. And if you didn't know, that is Europe's biggest club shop. Now, according to Ebola, Bruno Fernandes could be on his way to Tottenham in January, according to many media reports. Now, Sporting's attempts to actually renew Fernandes' contract have actually hit a brick wall, and this has put Tottenham on red alert. Now, what a signing Bruno Fernandes would be in January, or indeed next summer. A huge talent, someone who can score goals, someone who can provide many assists. He would fit in very, very well. And of course, if Christian Eriksen leaves, Bruno Fernandes would be a perfect replacement. Can you believe Oliver Skipp made his debut, his first team debut for Tottenham, just over a year ago? It was on the 31st of October 2018. He was 19 then. He came on in the 88th minute in a 3-1 win over West Ham in the Carabao Cup. I just cannot believe a year has gone by. Now, let me know in the comments section below what you think of Oliver Skipp and his performances in the last 12 months in a Spurs shirt. Many congratulations to our 17-year-old striker, Troy Parrott. Of course, he made his competitive debut for Tottenham. His only competitive appearance for Tottenham was away at Colchester in the 0-0 draw. Sadly, we lost on penalties, but he has just been called up by Mick McCarthy for the full Republic of Ireland squad. He has scored 5 UEFA League goals this season in the Youth League in only 3 games. He is an exceptional talent. Every time I see him, very, very exciting player. Always looks like he's going to score a goal. He scored a fantastic goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium a couple of months ago in the under-23 game against Manchester City under-23s. And I just cannot wait to see more of him. And I hope Pochettino starts putting him on the sub-bench very, very soon. It's been reported in the last couple of days that Inter Milan are looking at Jan Vertonghen and lining up a move for Jan Vertonghen, who of course is out of contract at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club at the end of this season. It doesn't look like the likes of Christian Eriksen, Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen are going to sign contracts. I think that if they were going to sign contracts, even if it was just an extended 1-year deal, they would have been done by now. I really do think that, because in January, they can start talking to other clubs and then get free transfers at the end of this season. So let me know in the comment section below, would you offer Jan Vertonghen another contract, even if it was just a 1-year deal? Would you want to keep him, or do you think it's best to let him go? On Sunday, when Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-1 at Anfield in the Premier League, Roy Keane, the former Manchester United legend, was working for Sky Sports, and he was asked about the Tottenham fullbacks Danny Rose and Serge Aurier. He actually referred to them two as dumb and dumber. Now, Stan Collymore, of course, ex-Liverpool player and England as well, has actually hit out at Roy Keane, saying that he was wrong to criticise the Tottenham fullbacks in the game. He actually told the Daily Mirror the following: "I like and respect Roy Keane, but thought he was completely wrong when he laid in to the Tottenham fullbacks. Spurs played well, and if Son's effort had gone in rather than hitting the bar, it would have been 2-0, and Liverpool wouldn't have been winning because it would have been too much of a mountain to climb." Now, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of Roy Keane's comments about Danny Rose and Serge Aurier, calling them dumb and dumber. So over the past few weeks, particularly during Tottenham's very poor form in the league and the Champions League, everyone has been very negative, saying that there is problems within the dressing room at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But Lucas Moura has been talking to ESPN Brazil about the situation and said that there is absolutely nothing wrong, and he, no one at the moment has expressed a desire to actually leave the club. He said, inside the locker room, there's nothing. The locker room is normal, the atmosphere has always been very good, and the group is very united. This matter of speculation about any player wanting to quit is hard to answer. I think it's personal for each one. I know nothing was leaked in the locker room. Nobody said anything about wanting to leave. I think the atmosphere is very good. Now, Lucas Moura is one of my favourites. He will always be remembered for that hat-trick against Ajax in the Champions League. I really do hope that Pochettino actually gives him more game time, because he really deserves it and he really wants it. His hunger and desire, when he comes on, he seems to do that little bit more, and he's a real trier. He tries very, very hard, and I just hope that we do see a lot more of him in the near future. Now, according to Italian newspapers and Italian news reports, Juventus had 4 scouts at the Liverpool v Tottenham game at the weekend, and they were watching 4 players. One of them, Mohamed Salah for Liverpool, and then 3 others were Tottenham players, and that was Heung-min Son, Toby Alderweireld, and Christian Eriksen. Now, lots of speculation again about the players, Christian Eriksen and Toby Alderweireld, and of course Jan Vertonghen as well. Let me know in the comments section below. Out of those 3, who would you offer a contract to? Who would you be desperate to stay at the club? So if you didn't know, Tottenham are currently being filmed for an Amazon documentary called All or Nothing. The club are apparently going to be pocketing around £10 million from Amazon for this documentary. This would be a well-watched programme, I can imagine, certainly with the things that are going on at the club at the moment. Now, Amazon were filming at Anfield at the 2-1 away defeat. Apparently, Liverpool had no problem whatsoever with the film crew going into the ground and filming all of the Tottenham players' reactions in the changing room. Now, if you haven't seen these types of documentaries, there is an excellent documentary that they did on Sunderland Football Club. I watched that a couple of weeks ago, and it'll be really interesting. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about this? How do you think the players feel? You know, when we've just lost a very important game, and then you've got Amazon cameras in players, you know, cameras in players' faces. How do you think the players are feeling about that? Do you think they're very happy about it? Do you think they're comfortable? Because that changing room is meant to be the area where, you know, it's your own space, and then all of a sudden cameras are being put right in front of you. So let me know your thoughts on that. Travel to Goodison Park, the home of Everton, on Sunday for the 4:30 kickoff in the Premier League. Of course, Tottenham still haven't won an away game in the Premier League since January, away at Fulham at Craven Cottage. That last gasp winner from Harry Winks from that Nkudu cross. Do you remember that? Seems a very long time ago. Anyway, the left-back position, Danny Rose is suspended for the Everton clash because he picked up his 5th yellow card of the Premier League season at Anfield on Sunday. Do you think Pochettino will go with Ben Davies at left-back? Do you think Sessegnon could start the game? Now, Pochettino has said in the press conference today that he thinks that Sessegnon would not last 90 minutes, but do you think that Pochettino could start with him and then bring Ben Davies on in the game? Let me know what you would do and what you think Pochettino will do on Sunday, Sessegnon or Davies. Next up for the Tottenham under-19s is Red Star Belgrade away. That is on the 6th of November, a 3 p.m. kickoff in the UEFA Youth League. Now, of course, when Tottenham played Red Star Belgrade at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, of course, we won 5-0, a fantastic result, put everyone on a high. The youth team, the under-19s, beat Red Star Belgrade at Hotspur Way 9-2, an absolutely fantastic day all round, you know, both of those results. The under-18s are next in action on the 9th of November, 11 a.m. kickoff. That would be at Hotspur Way, and Tottenham under-18s will be playing in the Premier League against Chelsea. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do look out for tomorrow's video, which will be the preview Everton v Tottenham on Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. We need a win. We desperately need a win, especially away from home in the Premier League. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions on all of the things that I've spoken about in this video in the comments section below. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs.